Map 1 underway. The Gold Division, the Sydney Dingoes, and the Florida Puppeteers squaring off. And the Sydney Dingoes have already found 3 kills. Don't make it 4. Soletic making good use of those kills there. They're going to be able to push this team out. And you can see them already getting a lot of Beaky. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of time for Sydney Dingo. That's just like that. I don't really know what's going on at this point. Morgan, all right, we're coming on here with P2. So Florida should get this full time, and then going into this P2. Right now, they're executioner with that trophy down. Gets taken out by Wolf. Big kill. Possibly getting a 2-piece, but he gets taken by Sterling. And Colin up top, trying to get this trade. And also possibly this P2. But he does get taken out by Sally again. And then Wolf, last one in the back, but gets a big kill. Does he know he's top raised? He does, but he almost gets a snap. And this P2 is honestly still up for grabs, Ward.
Yeah, nobody really has firm grasp on it just for the moment. There's a big 2-piece there for the side of the Puppeteers, but Sydney's fires right back, and they are able to. Got a couple players there, and the rest starting to reinforce a little bit as the break comes in. Yuki's able to find one, gets traded out. And so far, the Puppeteers able to come out on top, but the flank from Colin is able to find the 2-piece and gets the rest of this time for his team before he gets picked up here. You can see the Dingoes already on rotation.
Yeah, Dingoes are on rotation. Dingoes are on rotation. And they also get the grab times 5, which they did pop. And it looks like it's 2 down 4. These Dingoes rotation. So Florida Puppeteers. College just comes here. He doesn't. He can't get out on time. Just get killed. That's going to be rotation for Florida Puppeteers. And they're set up as 43. And it's so hard to break.
It's so hard. I mean, that's going to pay dividends. See some crazy plays out of Dingoes to try and get a re-break to try to mount through this single arch side, but Sketchy gets 2 immediately. So we're probably looking at Puppeteers getting a lot of this time, but Python able to kill the player off. That's going to be big. Able to delay him for a few seconds there. And now they can maybe pin Florida back into this spawn trap. That's a big kill out of Sketchy to open it up just a little bit. Python's going to have to go big to try to slow these players down across mid, but Sketchy sniffs him out. And although Dingoes are set up for this P4, they did let Yuki through.
Yeah, Yuki's through, and that's a big kill on Art Platt. But right now, it looks like rails are actually open, and that's good news for Florida Puppeteers. Because if rails are open, it's going to be a free hit to get this guy of time. As what we're about to see with Sketchy, he's probably confused. Where is everyone? He gets the guy of time. And that's going to be the Hill getting traded out by 2 Flashy. I mean, they're going blow for blow. It's so hard to keep up with, Morg.
It is mayhem around this P4 right now. Dingo is able to get a little bit of time. Executioner is able to find Colin. Just like that, they're right back in. Python's going to be able to break at least for a moment, but it is just a trade fest right now. Dingo's probably going to get the advantage off this hill, get the majority of the time. But Puppeteers are set up for this Anvil Hill over P5. And this one can be a little tough to get into if you don't have the spawn.
Yeah, P5's hard, but it's not hard when you got Wolf popping a 2-piece, but he does hop out and get traded out by Executioner. And the rest of this time is for Sydney Dingo, but Cell's going to make a kill right here. Boom, that's 1. Colin hopping out and gets 2-piece by Cell again. That's 3.
Oh.
And then Python does get the kill. Bottom on Sketchy. Trophy down, and this is going to be a lot of time, most likely for Florida. But Cell currently 15-9 with the 3 streak, forcing this split spawn. Number 4 gets a good spawn right here. Possibly can play this Blacksmith, gets killed off it.
4 dead.
And that's 3 down for Florida Puppeteers. And now the time is going to Sydney Dingo.
Dingoes with a great break there. Able to stack up the hill for a moment. They're going to have to work some of these kills here. 2 Flashy with a nice 2-piece little assist from Colin there. Does get info onto Sketchy, so I think they know that they're going to have to start rotating soon. But he gets naded out here. And the Dingoes do have a decent lead, but it's not too far. And going back to the P1, the Puppeteers are already set up. The Dingoes are spawning back behind P3, Beaky. I mean, that's not where you want to be.
No, but it is good though when you're getting time and you got a guy like Too Flashy hopping out and challenging, but still gets the kill from top windows. Limber Colin trades him out, and Florida Puppeteers on time. But number 1 right here, Wolf, gonna play for the spawn flip, is number 6. Executioner gonna read him, and he doesn't. He may get good timing here. He hears him, and he gets taken out, but and that is going to be a full hold for Florida. And only person left is number 2, who just turned on. And this is a perfect situation for Florida Puppeteers. Possibly in this last 20 seconds and also winning this P2 rotation would be ideal for them.
Yeah, they're able to hold the spawns. Gonna have to give up a little bit of scrap time towards the side of the Sydney Dingoes, but with that kill there onto that player at P2, it's gonna open it up quite a bit. But that's a 3 dead from the side of the Dingoes. Oh my God, that as the spawn bomb comes in right on P2. So Florida Puppeteers are pretty much a free setup here. They can find this first wave of kills. They can make a lot of progress in this hard point here. Get back into that lead.
Yeah, what a spawn system that the game has, isn't it wonderful? But like you said, gave them a free setup, and now they're holding it down, holding L trigger, right trigger, but Sketchy, he's just running around causing havoc. But Wolf does take him out. Too Flashy, popping a big 2-piece, and it's gonna be 3 down for Florida Puppeteers. That's gonna give them the hill. But you also, we know you have to worry about P3 here while playing time, and it looks like number 1 Wolf is gonna have a nice little fight with Yuki. Does he see him? He doesn't, and he's gonna be super weak. This is gonna be a big one-on-one for this hill, and Wolf may win it. He does, but number 8 Cell is still here to trade him out. And he does, and that's going to be a P3 row win for Florida Puppeteers.
There we go. They got P3 last time, but they got broke pretty quick and didn't quite get as much time as they wanted off of. But so far, Executioner leading the charge. This is such a good position to be in here to be able to cut this entire spawn off. But they're able to find him. Sketchy is next man up to try and delay. Just make it difficult for these guys to even get close to the point. Colin and Wolf are able to push in, and as the spawns come in, it's going to be another team fight back here. Yuki does get traded out. Python does a lot of damage, but that's a 3 dead for the Puppeteers once again. And they take the lead, and they're going to start mounting a lead of their own.
Yeah, this is a great map, but that's 2 down already for Florida Puppeteers, but that's time is still going to get here. And it looks like all Sydney's going to do now is just say, you know what, let's back up. Let's put these guys in the spawn trap, because I promise you if we do, it's going to be a slaughter, and the way it's looking, it might be. But Yuki fries Wolf top doubles, and Too Flashy, though, is sitting here on the heady looking for that trade, but he gets traded out by Cell. I mean, these guys are – the trading kills in this map is phenomenal. This is perfect.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that these players are accustomed to Call of Duty. They definitely know what they're doing out here. Puppeteers have the edge for the time being, but another big 3 dead leaves Sketchy all alone on the hill. Picked up as some spawns do come through for the Florida Puppeteers. They're a little close. Seletic not able to find anything, but it's 30 and 17 right now. Definitely an X factor for his team. The Dingoes need to get some time here. They're just not able to step in for a whole lot, as Puppeteers are starting to get close to 200.
Yeah, they're getting close to 100, but so is now Sydney. Getting that, oh, what a kill by Python on Sylvan. He gets traded out, shocking. My Yuki going into this P5, and this is going to be a huge hill. This is going to really set the tone for this last rotation if we are able to get to a new rotation. Python sees 2 people bottom mid, or bottom maps, makes them weak. Execution gets put in on the time, and Python said, let me stick them. Psych, let me just stick myself. Now the pressure's on the whole hill. Trades coming in, blow for blow. Cell popping a 2, and now the hill is cleared with Florida Puppeteers spawning back through P3. But Sydney also got the P1 spawns. This is going to be a battle that we would love to see. But Cell playing rad again, just playing his life perfectly while Florida Puppeteers grabs his time.
Cell may be calling game for his team right now as he's able to push out and start moving around on the map, finding all these kills. Florida Puppeteers get up to 220. They can get dangerously close to winning this hard point off this hill, as it's looking like Sydney Dingoes are going to rotate. But the spawns come through, and they're in back P3. And if we learned anything about fortresses, that is not good.
It is not good at all. But the good thing is, though, well, it was good, and he got taken off. So now Florida Puppeteers getting 3 kills. Oh, my God, Executioner! Python, put down the sticks. It's time to go to map 2 because that was gross. Executioner, if he does it again, he does it. But, no, that's 1 down. And now it's going to be Flash. He's got to make a play to break it. He does this 3 down for Florida Puppeteers. And now Sydney Dingoes are set up. They can actually get some good time here, Morgan. This will be perfect for them.
Yeah, they got to play absolutely perfectly here. Only 6 seconds to spare. They want to hold on to this map 1. You're right, they do have decent position here. It's going to come down to number 2 staying alive, but the team shots are a little too much, and it's looking like nobody's going to be able to contest. The Florida Puppeteers take a very scrappy map 1.
I mean, the best way to put that, Morg, is blow for blow. I mean, that was not slow pace. It was straight tack sprinting into hill, playing for trades. My goodness. The way it's looking, they may not be. So we're going to hop on here with Cell. And looks like he's going to be hitting this mid. Maybe if he gets a free hit, everybody knows mid's a great hit. But he's going to get climbing up. That's going to be a big kill by Python. But he's going to get traded out by Sketchy. And now bombs should go down on B with Colin and Wolf.
Yeah, Colin got some good info onto Executioner, able to find it. He's probably got a good idea that there's a player up in this orange area, and he would be right. But you got a 3v2 situation for the Puppeteers at Sketchy and Yuki left all alone, and they got to defuse this bomb.
Yeah, but the problem is Yuki's all the way at Xbox at number 3-2 Flash, or number 3-2 Flash. You already know, but it's gonna be a big fight for here. Colin takes that guy, fights out Sketchy top, and now it's Yuki. Everybody knows he's on Xbox with 20 seconds left and 3 people. We're looking at a miracle to happen, and I just see it not happening. So Sydney Dingo will go up 1-0, most likely, but he does get a good kill on Colin. So worst case, he is helping the kill to death for round 11 if they make it that far.
Yeah, he's able to chip away at it a little bit. 1v3 when you got 20 seconds left on the bomb is asking a lot of even the best players out there. But that's a big round out of Sydney Dingoes, able to come out quick, get a first one, win the attacking round early. That's what you got to do to try and extend this series out. Yeah,
that's exactly what they have to do. But hey, it's not about how you start the race, Morg. It's how you finish it. And right now, I mean, we saw at the beginning of map 1, Sydney Dingo started out hot. Florida Puppeteers picked up there and took it with. So we'll see how this offense goes. And right now, Yuki it may look like it is a split little 2-2 hit, but Bomb is going to be top. Or no, is he top office? He is top office, trying to play for info. And Executioner does get taken down. Colin watching the cross. It's going to be a big kill on Celtic, but he must get away. And now it's going to be 4v2 for Sydney Dingoes.
Sydney Dingoes coming out clutch in this the search and destroy so far. Yuki is able to find one, but you see those arrows from the Dingo starting to adjust over towards that A side. Got an idea of what's going on here. Is Flashy's that leaves Sketchy all alone in the 1v3 situation. He does have the rock, but he doesn't have the timing, and the Dingoes find another round.
Yeah, that was perfect. It looked like that from the beginning, Morg. Sydney Dingoes had every single angle locked down. And once they were locked, it was over. Florida Puppeteers had nowhere to run without being seen, and that was the downfall of that round.
Yeah, I like the way Dingoes are playing this right now. They got really good setups. They're not giving away their lives, and they've actually been able to find some first bloods in both of these rounds here so far. We got another generic B hit coming through. So you can tell these players got an idea of how the Puppeteers are going to try to contest the nades come out. There was a big one from Yuki to start it off, but Flashy's for a trade. Got a 3v3. Executioner with the boomstick trying to stay alive, but they had to give up the bomb site unless Seletic makes a play, and he does. And that's going to be a huge kill for them just to make it a little more difficult here.
Yeah, getting the bomb down right there is going to be huge, especially when you have... Executioner makes it a 1v1, getting the guy stopped. But I'm sure he knows where Wolf is. He knows he's going to be somewhere around sign. but it looks like he may take the big route. But Bomb is still down. Wolf is also trying to figure out where Executioner is, and he has only 40 seconds to work with. It looks like he's gonna grab Bomb and put Bomb down possibly, and this is gonna be a crazy retake if Executioner does read it.
Yeah, Executioner's gonna have to cross the map here. Might get a great timing. Oh no. You could write a book about COD timing, man. I mean, that was so close to being the freest kill of his life. Might be a little more difficult now as the clock ticks away. He's gonna have to try and get something going here if he wants to find this 1v1. Little pre-fires come out. Wolf finds a nice heady, able to lock it down, and Sydney Dingoes go up 3-0.
Yeah, for people that haven't watched before, just so you know, if you don't know Call of Duty, what we're seeing is not what they see. They don't see a little light up person through a wall. So we understand what we're seeing and why we're upset. But Executioner had no way of seeing him, so don't think he's blind. But Sydney Dingo up 3-0 with 2 flashy, 4-1. Wolf currently on a 4 streak. I mean, Sydney Dingo, like I said, the pressure they're putting on the map is really making Florida Puppeteers really scratch their heads trying to figure out how to answer it.
This is a big round for Florida. They've got to be able to answer back here and try to stop the bleeding a little bit. Colin finds a first blood and is able to get away with his life. And the bomb is down, forcing Puppeteers to kind of relocate. And the Executioner gets tatted up quite a bit. And they just got such a strong hold, especially towards that B side. Able to push these players off as Python chows out, finds Executioner. Gonna make it that much more difficult. Yuki's good for one as well, Beaky. It's a 3v2.
Yeah, 3v2 for Sydney Dingoes. They're playing this great, but Yuki is running around with that trophy system, and they hurt him. But now Wolf on a 5, playing for that cruise in a 3v1 situation, trying to find Cell, who is honestly, compared to map 1, has slowed down, but he does get him. That's going to be six kills in a row for Wolf, giving him that cruise going into this round 5.
Go for the guy. He's found 2 in every round virtually. He's able to just keep extending that up. And now you're to the point where you need an answer from the Puppeteers. You cannot give them 5-0. That is just asking to lose the map here. So we need to see some regains out of the boys. Lots of breadsticks on the side of the Puppeteers. Gonna have to clutch this defense here.
Yeah, if you're going to turn around, this is how you do it. I mean, you got to do it right here. You got to flip that switch and make a play. That's one. But Wolf on a 7 hasn't died yet. But Executioner does get another one. So it's going to be 2v3 in favor of Florida Puppeteers. And Bomb is down at B. So now they're just playing. They're just watching for crosses, trying to get some info. But he got some info by opening up those doors, and everybody hates it. And here we go. Wolf trying to make a play. Knows the guy's Xbox. Trying to make a kill on him. Yuki snaking his life away. And the 2 flashy gets the kill. Trades out 1v2, 4 flashy. Bomb is still down at B, though.
Oh, Flashy does get spotted. Gonna have to try and close the distance here with the Vaznev onto Yuki. He does that, but gets punished a little bit for it. Chow's out. Yuki's just a little too strong for him. The Puppeteers find a round. Much needed to delay that match point here. And for the first time in the entire Search and Destroy, seemed like they were in control of the round that entire time.
Yeah, absolutely. For the first time, it seemed like they were actually holding these power positions, playing for info. It's like they didn't really slow down their game, but they wanted to play, see what they were doing. But let's see if they can flip that switch and put pressure on the map on this offense. With Yuki right here playing for this P2 numbers, and it looks like it's going to be kind of like a split kind of hit again with 2 people on orange. One busted into bathroom, so I'm sure they heard him. But that's 1 down. Sketchy is down. 2 flash playing for the kill and back. Knows that number 7 Yuki and number 5 Cell is around him somewhere. 4v3 for Sydney Dingoes. They gotta come up with a kill right here, Mord.
They need it big time. Soletic's able to find one and gets traded out right away as Flashy wins the one against Yuki. Lets him know a little bit as they go up 5-1 in the Search and Destroy as that round just melted away.
Yeah, that was a quick 1-2 punch kind of thing. That just went. I didn't even know what was happening half the time because how fast it went by. But I mean, it's the thing, man. I said Sydney Dingoes are going to keep putting pressure, and the Florida Puppeteers once again cannot find a way to answer it. Right now, Wolf 7-1, Too Flashy 6-3, really putting this team on their back to make a play. And now on offense, Bomb looks like it's going to be rush 2B like it has been for the past few times, and they're not going to watch the cross. They're going to get a free cross to B, and Bomb should go down pretty easily.
Yeah, the bomb is starting to move a little bit here, and it does go down. Yuki's able to find that one onto Python, and now the Puppeteers are in a good position again. It's a 3v3. There's only a minute on the board, and the bomb is in a terrible spot. Yuki kind of has the match or the round in his hand, but he gets taken out with some nice team shots from two of the remaining members of the Dingoes there, and they're going to start moving towards that A site. They got to deal with Executioner, who gets back down. Now they're going to be able to start planting that bomb, and Seletic and Executioner have got to go huge here.
Yeah, and that was a good play by Too Flashy. Get that info on the guy back alley, and now bomb goes down freely, and it's going to be a 2v3 retake. And Wolf in a great spot to make a play. But everybody knows once you get bombed down at A, you got that truck heady, as you see right here. I mean, it's almost impossible unless he goes crazy, which he might. Oh, but he runs out of ammo. That could have been it. And he gets taken out, and that is going to be a Sydney Dingo 6-1 victory, making the map count 1-1.
Uh-oh. I think we got a series on our hand here. I mean, Dingoes were not messing around on this surge. It's actually a little bit of a flashback. Florida Puppeteers and the Sydney tied up. This control may be everything series here. You got the Puppeteers on the attack, trying to get to that B side here, Beaky.
Yeah, it's a B hit off rip right here, but that's two down for each team. And Wolf watching the cross, slowing this down, but Sketchy, I think, knows he's at L. And it looks like it's going to be a little 2v3 split. And A could possibly be capped here by number 2, but he doesn't see number 8 looming in the distance. And he does get him, so that it's going to be down again. And so far, Florida Puppeteers really can't make any pressure towards a hill, but B may get hit. But right now, the number 5, Python's going to go huge. Playing top, and he just traded out. Executioner hops the hill. And Sketchy is there also. Stack the point, Sketch.
Yeah, Sketchy's got to try to cross the street here. There is one player watching, that's Flashy. Able to find him, but the rest of the reinforcements of the Puppeteers are in. You can see the brakes starting to come across, as well as Flashy's able to get Mixie and finds a couple. Seletic's good for a trade, but the counter trade comes through, and they're just shy of that second tick at B there. And as the time starts to tick away, you really got to start staying hard to one of these sites, and they may be able to get it at B. Those two Dingoes are over at the A side.
Yeah, that's a big kill by Yuki. Getting a kill, but he doesn't trade out by Python.
Stack that up, X.
And he is playing for the spawn kills. X getting one. Staking his life away at D2, but he doesn't know what's in my bed. They're getting pinched, and they do give him off time. Like, stack the point, guys. What are we doing?
It's you gotta trust the process, baby. I mean, they were able to get a little close, but so far only 2 ticks and no real progress towards A whatsoever. And Sydney Dingoes are clamping down on this defense, and they're gonna probably take this first round pretty handily.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
What the hell?
Yeah, so that does get taken out, and that's only 2 ticks for Florida Puppeteers. The one thing that blew my mind there, Morg, is they never really rotated back to A to get that cap. They just kept beating their head against the wall on B, and they just couldn't get any progress. But when they did do it, like I said, they never stacked the point. But on the other side, Sydney Dingo did a phenomenal job keeping top bed control. And everybody knows when you're playing hotel control, if you don't have top bed control, it is the most annoying thing to play against. And Sydney Dingo played it perfectly.
They really did, but they find themselves on the attacking side here. Looks like they're run right through the middle of the map. Try to get some spread positioning here, maybe towards that side as the first blood goes the way of Colin. They just run right over the top, but Executioner able to find a couple before he gets traded out. Could be huge here, but the Dingoes have already got a nice foothold at the A objective, and they are stacking it up. So we might see A disappear in a hurry.
Yeah, A is getting Kevin. Look at that. 2 ticks. Already tied him. A tick coming in now. And let's get you something crazy about it. He doesn't get one, but he does get A. A is capturing. That does add a minute onto the time, giving him a full 2 minutes, 5 seconds to play. Colin going crazy. Colin absolutely going nuts. That's 4 down. Oh, somebody's been watching Cell to Snake because he's got the form. He does get taken out by Executioner at the hole, watching their flank. The Wolf gets tagged up at mid. Too flashy, gets a kill, possibly gets traded out. He does. Now it's going to be a B hit hard. Python gets taken out. It's 3 down for Sydney Dingoes, but Wolf is still alive playing his flank. He gets a big kill on him, and he is playing his life perfectly. Here's the guy spawn back, gets 2, and he is just popping Denny and running circles.
That was a good work out of him to just cut that defense down a little bit, but Executioner goes big with another 2-piece. I feel like we've been saying it a lot in this control bar, kind of keeping his team in here. So they had a 2-life advantage and a minute burned off that initial time they got from the A cap here. And they're looking good so far. I mean, Executioner on a 5 spree, really starting to work this spawn trap.
Yeah, they're doing this great. They're setting it up perfectly. Colin has a chance to make a play, and he does, but there is still one couches, but Sketchy does not trade it out. And now it looks like it's going to be a big flank hit because everybody's coming off spawn on the spawn. Can they see it coming? I don't know if they saw the other 2, but it doesn't matter because he does get taken out by 2 flashy. Full flank in effect here, and it's going to be a 4v1 at this D2.
This is going to be big for Yuki here. He's got to get a couple kills. Colin and Python are good for a couple, though. Wolf able to find one as well. Colin, I mean, you said it, man. The form on this kid's insane. But you have the clock stopped at 30 seconds before Sketchy jumps in. I mean, Colin and Python are still just combining for a lot of kills here, trying to push this back. They were even able to even out the score line. They got to try to get into A and get that clock stopped. And that number 5 player, Python, is going to be able to step in, finds a grenade kill for his trouble, too. He may be able to get a tick for his team as Flashy's holding the line.
Yeah, he gets the tick, but also this forcing that big spawn out. But there's a guy spawn. He does get taken out on T1. Sketchy, gonna dolphin bounce. There he is, gets taken out. Big 2! Gets straight up, but he does get taken. Colin has to make a play here. We've seen him do it before. Can he do it again? It looks like it's gonna be a sprinting fest for this hill. Can they stop the time? They can. They can't come off of it. They have to play their life perfectly. 3v5 3v5, 3v2. What 3v2v1?
They're finding the kills. Big 1v1. Wolf with the
and the butter.
Kill.
Oh
Wolf's
my gosh.
got claws. Holy shit. Beaky. What just happened?
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize, I'm not gonna lie to you, Morgan, I didn't realize the lives are like that. And honestly, Sydney Dingoes almost choked that life advantage at the end. Oh my goodness, my heart's racing. I know theirs are.
I mean, they jumped on the hill with 1.4 seconds left. And the player, I don't even know who it was, I believe Python, was able to just stand behind the block and just wait for his team to hopefully win the fight. And Wolf makes the crazy play, whips out the commando pro knife, and finds a kill, and already got themselves a first blood on this defensive side. And after winning a round like that, you just got to keep your momentum here and try not to troll more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we are. We're actually finally seeing them make a play for A. But 2 flashes, gonna get good timing here. But he gets taken out by Sketchy, and Wolf snakes are in, but he gets taken out by Sketchy again. That's a big 2-piece. A should be capped now, forcing the spa, but Yuki playing his life perfectly at L, trying to make some plays here but he gets team-nated. So look where you're throwing the nade. Who are you, Zach Wilson? And now it's going to be a full A cap. Oh no, 2 flashy makes a play. That's 3 down for Florida Puppeteers, and now they're back scrambling to figure out what to do.
Yeah, only 45 seconds. You got to try to invest just a lot of bodies towards that A just to get the clock in your favor, but they got to deal with Flashy first as he's good for 2. And Seletic is going to get cut down by Python as well. And right now the Puppeteers are making a mad dash towards A, finally able to stop the clock at 29 and some change. But so far, they have a man disadvantage here as the kills just keep turning orange in the kill feed. It's a big two-piece out of the Puppeteers, turns it into 3, and like that, they're able to cap the A objective. Only down 3 lives here. They only got a minute 20 to try and get B.
Yeah, and that's a big kill by Colin. And here we are with Wolf trying to take control of top bed, but they do get traded out by Yuki. And everybody knows when you're playing control, like I said, you have got to get control of top bed, and that's exactly what they focused on off the beginning. And it's going to be a slugfest for this kill. Too Flashy playing this L. I don't think they know he's there. He may get a big kill here. He does. Big 2, possibly. Big 2.
Oh!
Here we go, but he has a chance for a 3. He doesn't, but it's 4 all down. Pop and Daddy going to play underneath bed, and now they have full control of B just like that.
There you go, able to lock down the map. Sydney Dingoes have hit form here in map 3, looking to end this quickly and get onto that Zarka hardpoint. There's still a little bit of time to deal with for the Puppeteers. It only takes one wave. We've seen it time and time again, especially on hotel control. Sketchy's in that good top bed position. Yuki is able to find up, but you got Python and Wolf in some crazy positioning right now to just shut this push down.
Yeah, but also Sketchy with the snakes. Big 3 all down. Stack the point. Hurry, hurry, Florida. You can do this. Stack the point, but they are spawning P2. You didn't know this spawn. They're pre-firing, trying to figure out where they're at. But number 3 playing his life perfectly. Playing for the kills. That's 1. That's 2. No, he didn't finish the kill. He stopped shooting. 3 down. That's 12. And that's going to be all 4 down, clearing the point. 1v8 situation for Sketchy. He's got to be impossible. They know where he's at, and that's going to be GG's 3-0. Sydney Dingo takes map 3, going up 2-1 going into this Zark hardpoint.
My God, I got it like a crack addict, folks. You didn't see anything a second ago. It's map 4, baby, and Soletic trying to lead us off in that underground area. Executioner and Soletic both combined for a couple first bloods. Florida Puppeteers already in the driver's seat.
Yeah, those are some big first bloods, especially now they have this one too. So they're getting some time here. That's great, but Python does get the kill. So Python is going to play this time, but they also have to worry about, as we know, this P2 rotation. But Too Flashy again making plays. And last one, they are still going to spawn up, but they may get split spawns. They do. And number 7's by himself, Yuki, having to play his life to keep these spawns potentially. But they are getting, Sydney Dingo is currently going to get about 30 seconds on this P1. And Python's out for blood, trying to find a Yuki. Gets the big kill. That's 3 down. That should make it where they keep spawns. Unless Too Flashy goes huge here. He hears them. Big kill. They're going to have split spawns. P5, P3. Play for this time. Who's going to win the rotation completely?
Oh. That kill from the Puppeteers looking like they're going to lock that down. Start getting a nice lead here as the Sydney Dingoes are forced to regroup around ruins. Try to push through. They're met with the guns of Executioner and Soletic as he's getting a little wet out there. Dives right into the pool and may be able to get timing on Flashy, but Flashy spots him. Goes shooting fish in a barrel there. Takes out Soletic. And now the break is in for the Dingoes, but it's only Colin. He's got to go big. Try and find a couple more kills. And it's looking like a full 60.
It is, but Wolf, dudes, make it turn on, but he doesn't. So that's 2 down. They are good things though. They are going to be set up for this P3, and everybody knows if you do set up perfectly, this P3 can get a lot of time. But the biggest person here is going to be Python. Watching this big P1 hop up. If they don't get anybody on this flat, but he's getting a little shaky shots, kind of getting a little nervous. Can't handle the big stage, and that's going to be 2 down for Florida Puppeteers. Big time in favor of Sydney Dingoes. But guy hopping outside. Sell getting traded out. Too Flashy popping a big 2-piece. Playing for time, and that's going to force everybody to spawn big or P1 and have to try to do this retake again.
Yeah, Puppeteers on the back foot at the moment. Going to have to try and get something going here. You got Yuki pushing up the top side. Does get taken out by Colin, though. But Soletic and Sketchy combined for a couple kills. Python is not to be messed with, though. finds a two-piece, give his team basically a full 60 right back, and they're able to get a little bit of a lead here. But going into P4, you got the Puppeteers set up once again. I mean, they were able to lock this side of the map down once. You got to think, BT. You got to think.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows P4 is probably the hardest hill to break on this map, next to P2. And then once you're set up on that back rock like Executioner is, well, as he was, but two flash heal again causing havoc to this hill. And that's going to be a full clear, forcing them to spawn P5. And they're going to get this complete break. And that's going to be a big 35, possibly going in their favor.
Florida Puppeteers are right back into it, though. And try to contest this hill a little bit. Python is all that's left, and he does get picked up. So the fight for the hill is currently in Puppeteer's favor. Got Flashy maybe going to contest a little bit, but the hipfire cheese is in. Stiletic takes him down. So it's honestly kind of an even break there. The Dingoes do get that weird spawn, though, so they're going to get that little bit of scrap time. It's going to be up to Wolf to try and stay alive and give his team a chance to break this P5.
Yeah, Wolf's playing this back banana rock super well, playing for that spawns. But you gotta focus on your team making plays. I mean, while he's holding spawns, they have got to make motion to this. But still, getting this good. Thank you.
Bless you.
I am so sorry that hit me like crazy. But we're back, baby. Here we go. Sketchy popping a 1, gets taken up, popping a 2. And here we go. Again, Florida Puppeteers is about having the hill controlled for the moment.
Puppeteers done a really good job getting themselves back in this here, able to chain that P5 to P6 connection, but with the little bit of team kill coming in, it's going to make it a little difficult. Dingoes, they do get the break. It's looking like the Puppeteers may give this up in favor of those next spawns. Still got Executioner to try and win the fight here, but Colin's able to take him out and starts getting active on the map. And now the Puppeteers have a favorable position, but they got a couple leakage. They got a little bit of leakage on the map.
Yeah, they're trying to find number 6, Cell, right now. And Cell's gonna play his perfect life, gets knocked out, gets the guy trying to play for P2 spawns. And now 2 flash, he's gotta make a play here. Trying to make this thing, but he does get taken out. It's gonna be 4 off rotation, or 2 off rotation for Sydney and 3 off a rotation for Florida. Playing for this time. 2 flash, he gets a big kill. Looks for the guy top dome, but he's already taken. Top dome trying to find the swim. He does, and now the Florida Puppeteer still gets his P2 spawns, but they're giving him a lot of time on this P1 board.
Yeah, it's not really what you normally see on P1. You know, it's normally more of a slugfest, but Dingoes are going to be more than happy to grab that time here. Because they also kind of have the preferred spawns as Python's able to find Yuki in the back. That is huge. And this chain here may be what puts Sydney Dingoes over the edge, is they're holding a 60-point lead over the Puppeteers at the moment. That's a big kill out of Executioner, and a couple more come through. It's Wolf left all alone, and he's going to go ahead and get active on the map. Backs up, but Executioner finds him. Maybe gave Colin enough time to regroup and get in, but the Florida Puppeteers are holding on.
Yeah, they're staying alive, but right now the spawns are super split, and now they're gonna get the guy. But there's Yuki still in the back trying to play his life, but I think they know he's there. And this is a big 30 going for Sydney Dingo. But Yuki gonna make a big play, get taken out. But he's gonna get traded out by 2 flashy game the time again. Colin's gotta make it a choice. Is he gonna play? Is he gonna play for the new, or is he gonna keep helping with B2? He's gonna row now, and this. But Florida Puppeteers is set up for this P3. They have got to hold a hill for at least 50 to make this a close matchup.
They really need this hill here. I mean, they did a decent job of splitting that time, not letting Sydney chain those hills too difficult, but the damage may be done. I mean, they're up 70 points, very close to 200. They got to deal with the Flashy taking the absolute rat route. He spots Yuki and just comes right up like a hungry seal. He's able to find the kill there and turns it into a 2-piece as he starts to push out on the map here. And you got to love these plays out of him to be able to just keep causing problems for Florida as they try to cross. And man's on a 5 streak.
Yeah, well, he was on a 5 streak, but now Colin, though, he's on a 3. He's currently 19 and 12. Too flashy. Currently 19 and 11. They're playing out, but that's Cell making a big break. 3 down. Collins on the left. Is 2 off of his cruise. Does he play for it? It doesn't matter. He gets taken out. Cell making a big play. They have to start thinking about this P4. Number 7, Yuki, once again on the road to this P4. But last time this P4 happened, they got taken out instantly. And there we go. Trades Wolf gets it 1v2 at this rotation. Wolf does seize him. Oh, but he's playing his life perfectly. Waiting for his teammates, saying, I'm going to wait for you guys. Come make a play. Too flashy. Popping Daddy. Going to do the water hop. And he may get good timing. And he will. And this should be a break for Sydney Dingo.
Flashy's at least good for 1 there. Sketchy able to snap. Stops the 2-piece, so no hero plays just yet. The spawns are in for Sydney Dingoes. White time is a good time for them as well, as they are so close to icing out this hard point here. They got to deal with Soletic in the backside, though. Flashy wraps around, a little ring around the rim, and every single point now is just daggers for Florida Puppeteers. They cannot allow this scrap time to go all the way there, but they also can't allow this rotation to go through for them.
Yeah, you're right. But the good thing is, though, is if somehow Florida Puppeteers right here on this P5 rotation can set up and get a full 60, I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, Morg, and they could potentially get this P1 also and win. They just have to be perfect. They cannot let anything slip. And right now, their setup does look perfect with Cell. Here's 2 people, but they're just going to run free past him, and Executioner does get him. And it's going to be a 2. Nobody's playing for the hill yet. They're just trying to get this guy off spawn. And they do. Colin makes it. And they got 5 seconds to make a play. And they do. Possibly. And he does. But Colin goes crazy. And that's all 3. And that's going to be GG's. No re. Sydney Dingoes. 3-1 map count. What a series. And a flip by Sydney Dingoes. More.
Yeah, talk about a bounce back. I mean, they lose a pretty close map 1 and then just dominate the search, dominate the control.